Welcome back, coin lovers. Today we'll explore the top 4 most rare and valuable USA coins, true kohinoors of the numismatic world, each carrying timeless beauty, history, and extraordinary worth. First up, the USA commemorate United States Eisenhower dollar, minted in 1976, without a mint mark, in very dirty condition. While many might pass by this coin thinking it's just another large dollar piece from the 1970s, true collectors know that the Bicentennial Eisenhower dollar holds an enduring place in American numismatic history. This coin not only celebrates 200 years of American independence, but also symbolizes an era of patriotic pride and artistry that defines a generation. Its connection to the nation's bicentennial celebration gives it a historical weight far beyond its face value, making it a prized collectible, especially when preserved or even discovered in its raw, original state. The story of the 1976 Eisenhower dollar begins during the height of America's bicentennial celebrations, when the U.S. Mint sought to honor 2 centuries of freedom and unity through a special coinage design. It was a period filled with national pride, where everything from stamps to currency bore symbols of American history. For coin collectors, this was a remarkable time because the mint reintroduced artistry and meaning into coinage, moving beyond simple circulation pieces. The Eisenhower dollar, originally introduced in 1971 to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 moon landing, took on a new identity in 1976. The special dual date 1976 marked it as a one-time commemorative issue. Struck in both copper-nickel and 40% silver versions, the coin was produced in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S. But the no mint mark version, struck at Philadelphia, holds particular interest for collectors, especially when found in original dirty or circulated condition, as it tells the story of time and use in the everyday American pocket. One of the most captivating aspects of the Eisenhower dollar is its design. On the obverse, we see the dignified profile of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparro. His image captures the strength and leadership of a man who guided the nation through war and peace, and who later became the symbol of stability in the post-war era. The reverse, however, is what sets the 1976 edition apart from all others. Designed by Dennis R. Williams, a 22-year-old art student at the time, it depicts the Liberty Bell superimposed on the moon, a powerful blend of American independence and space-age progress. The inscription, 1776 replaces the usual date, marking it forever as a coin of celebration and unity. The reverse design is bold and symbolic, merging the birth of a nation with the modern triumph of reaching beyond Earth. The no mint mark version is known for subtle variations in strike detail, especially around the Liberty Bell and the lunar surface, which can make high-grade examples even more desirable. Now, when it comes to rarity, many people assume that all bicentennial coins are common, but that's not entirely true. While millions of Eisenhower dollars were minted, the number of well-preserved, original condition coins without mint marks has sharply declined over the years. Most circulated examples became heavily worn or corroded, while others were melted or simply discarded. In very dirty or well-circulated states, these coins show a rugged charm that collectors often describe as honestly aged. What makes the 1976 no mint mark Eisenhower dollar rare isn't necessarily its mintage, but its survival in decent collectible condition after nearly 5 decades. Coins that remain free of major scratches, with visible design details under layers of dirt or oxidation, can surprise collectors when professionally cleaned and graded, revealing an unexpectedly strong strike beneath their aged surface. Collector demand for the Bicentennial Eisenhower dollar has remained steady, But the no-mint mark edition holds a unique place. It represents the core of American minting tradition, the Philadelphia issue, the birthplace of the U.S. Mint itself. In the Eisenhower series, this coin stands out because it connects history, patriotism, and the legacy of one of America's most respected presidents. Its size, weight, and bold design make it an impressive coin to hold, while its commemorative nature gives it emotional significance. Many collectors seek the no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar to complete their bicentennial set, but few realize how difficult it is to find one that has survived naturally in collectible condition. The combination of high sentimental value and low surviving quality makes it a standout in the commemorative dollar family, much like the key date coins in other series. As for today's market value, the 1976 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark can bring surprising returns depending on its condition and luster. A very dirty yet sharply detailed coin may start around $750, but prices rise dramatically with eye appeal. Lightly circulated examples showing moderate wear can command $1,500 to $2,000, while uncleaned pieces that reveal a strong strike after professional restoration can easily sell between $3,000 and $4,800. Exceptional examples with perfect surfaces and clear design definition, even without a mint mark, have occasionally fetched over $4,500 in auctions, especially when graded by PCGS or NGC. This pricing range reflects not just the coin's intrinsic rarity, but also its increasing popularity among collectors who appreciate the artistry of 1970s U.S. coinage. For collectors seeking to add this piece to their collection, a few tips can make all the difference. Focus first on condition. Check for strong design details on Eisenhower's cheek, the lettering of "In God We Trust," and the clarity of the Liberty Bell on the reverse. The coin's luster, even beneath dirt or patina, can signal whether it was struck early in the production run. Grading can also significantly boost its value, so consider professional evaluation before cleaning or handling. Many collectors find these coins in old boxes, jars, or inherited collections, often overlooked for years. Estate sales, antique markets, and online auctions remain the best places to find authentic no-mint mark Bicentennial Eisenhower dollars. Keeping them in protective holders will preserve their integrity, ensuring their shine, or their beautiful patina, remains intact for future generations. In conclusion, the 1976 USA Commemorate United States Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark stands as a timeless reminder of America's bicentennial spirit and enduring pride. It bridges 2 centuries of history in a single piece of metal, from the founding of a nation to the modern era of space exploration, whether found gleaming or in a very dirty, time-worn condition. It carries stories of a proud past and the hands that have held it. For new collectors, it's an entry into the beauty of commemorative coinage. For seasoned numismatists, it's a symbol of what makes U.S. coins truly extraordinary. And as we close this chapter on the Eisenhower dollar, stay tuned, because next, we'll uncover another American coin that hides a story just as powerful and just as rare. Next up, among the coins that defined modern American numismatics, the 1971 United States Eisenhower dollar, without a mint mark, stands tall as both a historical milestone and a collector's treasure. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin marked the revival of the large-sized dollar after nearly 4 decades, becoming the first circulating dollar coin since the peace dollar of 1935. Its introduction honored not only the late President Dwight D. Eisenhower, but also the Apollo 11 moon landing, 2 symbols of leadership and achievement that shaped America's identity. Today, collectors revere the 1971 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark for its rarity and pristine condition, and its powerful story that connects patriotism, innovation, and the triumph of a new era in coinage. It's a coin that continues to command attention in auctions and private collections, with a steadily growing demand among those who understand its lasting legacy. The birth of the Eisenhower dollar came at a time of great transition in American history. The late 1960s and early 1970s were years of reflection and change, marked by the passing of General Eisenhower in 1969 and the success of the Apollo 11 mission that placed humanity on the moon. To commemorate both moments, Congress authorized the creation of a new dollar coin in 1970, and by 1971, production began at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike its silver predecessors, this was a coin made for modern circulation, designed to balance national pride with practicality. However, due to its large size and heavy weight, the coin saw limited everyday use, making well-preserved examples scarce over time. What makes the 1971 issue especially fascinating is that it represents the very first year of production for the entire Eisenhower dollar series, the coin that reintroduced America to the art and grandeur of the dollar denomination. Visually, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is an impressive work of design and symbolism. On the obverse, the distinguished profile of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, reflects strength and calm authority. His portrait faces left, surrounded by inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust, with the date 1971 below. The reverse showcases an equally iconic image, the Apollo 11 mission insignia, an American bald eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch of peace, with Earth visible in the distance. This powerful design mirrors the emblem worn by the astronauts of Apollo 11, capturing the essence of human achievement. The coin itself measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter and weighs about 22.68 grams, composed primarily of copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core. While proof and silver-clad issues were struck for collectors in San Francisco, the no-mint mark Philadelphia circulation strikes hold a distinctive allure for their authenticity and originality. What truly sets the 1971 Eisenhower dollar apart is its rarity and high-grade condition. Though millions were minted, most entered circulation, where their large surfaces quickly picked up scratches, contact marks, and wear. This makes finding a well-struck, uncirculated example extremely difficult. Furthermore, the first-year Philadelphia issues are notorious for weak strikes, particularly around Eisenhower's cheek and jawline, features that make high-grade coins exceptionally rare. Varieties such as the 1971 Friendly Eagle and Peg-leg errors have become the stuff of collector legend, with subtle die differences making them even more valuable. Collectors also prize examples that retain strong luster and full detail, which can elevate a coin's grade and value dramatically. In short, while common in worn condition, a 1971 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark in near-perfect preservation is an extraordinary find. In terms of value, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar without mint mark can command surprising prices in today's market. A moderately circulated example might fetch around $850, while uncirculated specimens graded MS-65 or higher can range between $1,800 and $3,200, depending on strike quality and eye appeal. Rare varieties or error pieces have sold for as high as $4,600 in recent auctions, especially when authenticated and certified by trusted grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Collectors are increasingly viewing these coins as blue-chip investments in the modern commemorative dollar series. With interest in Eisenhower dollars growing, particularly for early issues, these coins have seen consistent appreciation over the past decade. Their blend of historical resonance and rarity ensures their status as a cornerstone of 20th-century U.S. coinage. For those looking to acquire a 1971 Eisenhower dollar, careful selection and authentication are essential. Focus first on the details, the clarity of Eisenhower's portrait, the depth of the lunar background, and the presence of natural mint luster. Avoid overly polished or cleaned coins, as these can reduce collector value. Certified grading adds confidence and transparency, so look for pieces encapsulated by PCGS or NGC, where grades like MS64 or MS65 signify investment-worthy quality. Many collectors find their best opportunities in estate auctions or specialized coin shows, where rare early Eisenhower dollars occasionally appear. Proper storage, ideally in an airtight holder or capsule, helps maintain surface integrity, preserving both the coin's appearance and its future potential. What makes this coin especially captivating for collectors is its multi-layered symbolism. It's not just a dollar, it's a tribute to leadership, exploration, and American ambition. It represents a post-war nation honoring its heroes and celebrating its greatest scientific achievements. Collectors value it not merely for its metallic content or rarity, but for what it signifies, the spirit of an America that dared to reach for the moon. The coin's design, size, and emotional resonance make it one of the most collectible non-silver issues of its era, and it continues to attract a new generation of enthusiasts drawn to its story and stature. Ultimately, the 1971 United States Eisenhower dollar, without a mint mark, stands as a timeless symbol of American pride and achievement. It bridges history from the battlefields of World War II to the lunar surface, capturing both the strength of Eisenhower's leadership and the courage of the Apollo astronauts. Its rarity and high condition ensures it remains one of the most desirable modern dollars for serious collectors. For anyone building a U.S. coin collection that tells the nation's story, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is more than just metal, it's a legacy. As its value continues to climb and its history grows ever richer, this coin remains a shining testament to what makes numismatics so captivating: the power of history preserved in the palm of your hand. Next up, among the standout pieces in modern American coinage, the 1974 United States Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark remains a cornerstone of numismatic fascination. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin has become one of the most discussed issues in the Eisenhower dollar series, admired for its bold design, historical significance, and its rarity in superior condition. While millions were minted for circulation, finding a pristine, sharply struck 1974 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar has become a serious challenge for collectors today. Its combination of history, artistry, and scarcity gives it a unique place in the hearts of numismatists who value coins that represent both the legacy of leadership and the evolution of American currency. Over the years, its demand has continued to rise as more collectors turn their attention to the Eisenhower series as a bridge between classic and modern U.S. dollar coinage. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar was struck during the final years of what collectors call the standard issue era before the U.S. Mint released the famous dual-date bicentennial design of 1776-1976. This gives the 1974 issue a special position as the last single-date Eisenhower dollar before America celebrated its 200th anniversary. The coin was produced at 3 mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but the Philadelphia issue, which bears no mint mark, holds particular historical and collectible importance. It represents the pure, circulating form of the Eisenhower dollar, free from any mint mark or proof designation, and was primarily intended for everyday commerce. However, due to the coin's large size and limited public use, many of these were stored away or heavily circulated, leaving few in exceptional preservation. In historical context, the coin also reflects a nation entering a new technological age, transitioning from the Apollo era of exploration to a time of economic change and renewed national pride. The design of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is one of enduring strength and symbolism. On the obverse, Frank Gasparo's portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower captures his stoic dignity and commanding presence. The inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" accompany his image, with the year 1974 boldly displayed below. The reverse is a striking tribute to the Apollo 11 moon landing, featuring an American eagle descending onto the lunar surface with an olive branch in its claws, inspired by the official mission insignia. This design, also crafted by Gasparo, encapsulates the spirit of peace through power and exploration. The coin is made of copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core, weighing approximately 22.68 grams and measuring 38.1 millimeters in diameter. Collectors often praise the Philadelphia issue for its subtle variations in detail and die quality, which give certain examples sharper features or stronger reliefs, adding to their desirability in the numismatic market. The rarity of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark is not due to its mintage. More than 27 million were produced, but rather its condition and the difficulty of finding fully struck, uncirculated examples. Many coins from this issue exhibit soft strikes, especially in Eisenhower's cheek area and the eagle's feathers on the reverse. The large, flat surfaces of the coin are prone to contact marks, bag abrasions, and dulling from handling. As a result, high-grade mint-state specimens, especially those graded MS66 or higher, are exceedingly rare. Errors and die varieties, such as doubled dies or off-center strikes, add another layer of intrigue and can command premium prices. In fact, these small anomalies transform a common circulation coin into an ultra-rare collectible piece, driving both curiosity and competition among serious collectors. In the current numismatic market, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar without mint mark continues to surprise collectors with its upward price trend. Well-circulated examples hold minimal premium over face value, but coins in lightly circulated or near-uncirculated condition can start around $950. High-grade uncirculated pieces graded MS65 and above regularly trade between $1,700 and $3,200, with flawless or nearly flawless examples occasionally fetching as much as $4,700 in major auctions. Coins displaying exceptional luster, strike sharpness, and minimal marks are especially sought after. As the Eisenhower dollar series gains respect within modern coin collecting circles, this particular issue's value has appreciated steadily, signaling its growing importance as a transitional piece between silver-era tradition and modern clad coinage. For collectors seeking to add the 1974 Eisenhower dollar to their collection, expertise and patience are key. Begin by examining the clarity of Eisenhower's profile and the definition of the eagle's wings. These areas reveal the coin's strike quality. Avoid coins that have been cleaned or polished, as such treatments diminish numismatic value. Instead, focus on examples that retain natural luster, even if lightly toned. Professional grading by PCGS or NGC provides authentication and protects the coin's long-term value, especially for higher-grade specimens. Collectors often find their best opportunities through estate sales, coin conventions, or reputable online auctions where certified examples appear occasionally. Storing the coin in an airtight capsule or slab will help prevent oxidation and surface wear, preserving both its beauty and monetary worth for years to come. The appeal of the 1974 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar extends beyond rarity alone. It's a coin that represents the closing chapter of a proud era in U.S. coinage, one that honored a great American leader while celebrating the nation's achievements in space exploration. It holds historical resonance for its role as the last regular-issue design before the Bicentennial transition, making it a vital piece for anyone studying or collecting 20th-century U.S. dollars. Its hefty size and commanding design continue to attract attention from new generations of collectors, bridging the gap between the grandeur of silver dollars and the accessibility of modern coinage. In summary, The 1974 USA United States Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark stands as a tribute to American heritage, innovation, and artistry. It carries with it the legacy of President Eisenhower and the vision of a nation that reached for the stars. Its combination of limited high-grade survivability, historical importance, and symbolic design has made it one of the most sought-after modern dollars in the numismatic community. As prices continue to climb and collector appreciation deepens, this coin's status as an enduring icon of American coinage is firmly cemented. For those fortunate enough to own one, it is not just a collectible. It is a story of leadership, progress, and national pride captured forever in metal. Next up, the 1977 USA United States Eisenhower dollar, without a mint mark, stands as one of the most intriguing and collectible pieces in modern American numismatics. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin marked the closing years of the Eisenhower dollar series and represents the end of an era for the large-size U.S. dollar coin. Though often overlooked in everyday circulation, the 1977 issue has gained significant recognition among collectors for its scarcity and pristine condition, its rich historical ties, and its bold, symbolic design. Today, it stands as a treasured piece for those who appreciate the final chapters of America's traditional dollar coinage before the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar replaced it in 1979. With increasing collector attention and a limited number of high-grade survivors, the 1977 Eisenhower dollar has become a silent giant in the world of numismatics, powerful, patriotic, and undeniably valuable. The story of the 1977 Eisenhower dollar begins in a period of transition for the U.S. Mint and the nation itself. The Bicentennial celebrations of 1976 had come to an end, and the Mint resumed standard dating for the Eisenhower series. This coin was struck to continue honoring President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, and to maintain the legacy of the dollar coin that had been revived earlier in the decade. The Philadelphia Mint produced the no-mint mark variety primarily for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint struck proof versions for collectors. 1977 also marked one of the final years of Eisenhower dollar production, as public preference for smaller, lighter coins led to plans for a new dollar design. In that historical context, the 1977 issue captures a moment of transition, a final salute to the last large dollar coin made for everyday Americans. The 1977 Eisenhower dollar carries the same powerful design that defines the series, created by Frank Gasparo, the U.S. Mint's chief engraver. On the obverse, the left-facing portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower conveys a sense of leadership and calm determination. The inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" frame his image, with the date 1977 at the bottom. The reverse features the majestic Apollo 11 mission emblem, an American bald eagle landing on the surface of the moon, clutching an olive branch, with Earth floating in the background. This reverse, one of the most iconic in modern coinage, represents both peace and progress, merging the legacy of a great leader with mankind's greatest scientific achievement. The coin is composed of copper-nickel-clad metal, measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter, and weighs 22.68 grams. Despite being made from base metals, its size and brilliance make it one of the most visually striking circulation coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint. While the 1977 Eisenhower dollar had a relatively high mintage, over 12 million struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the survival of truly high-quality examples is remarkably low. The coin's large, flat surfaces made it especially prone to scratches, bag marks, and friction wear, and the strikes from this year are often weak, with soft details on Eisenhower's cheek and jawline. Finding an example with full mint luster and strong detail is a challenge that continues to frustrate collectors. Additionally, subtle varieties such as double die obverses and reverse die clashes have surfaced in recent years, further adding to its allure and potential value. These small minting irregularities transform an otherwise ordinary coin into an extraordinary collectible. Because most 1977 Eisenhower dollars circulated heavily or were stored loosely in bags and rolls, uncirculated examples are genuinely scarce today, particularly those graded above MS-65. The market value of the 1977 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark has seen steady growth over the past decade, driven by renewed collector interest in modern dollar coins. A well-circulated specimen may carry little premium, but uncirculated pieces quickly climb in value. Coins in near-mint condition often trade around $1,100, while those certified MS-65 and higher regularly command prices between $2,000 and $3,700, depending on strike sharpness and surface quality. Ultra-high-grade examples, especially those showing exceptional luster or free from contact marks, have been known to fetch upwards of $4,600 in major numismatic auctions. Error varieties, such as misstrikes or die rotations, can reach even higher figures as they combine rarity with the intrigue of minting anomalies. As the number of surviving premium examples continues to shrink, collectors are viewing this coin not just as a piece of history, but as a stable long-term investment. For collectors seeking to acquire a 1977 Eisenhower dollar, precision and patience are essential. Focus on coins with full design detail, sharp lettering, and minimal surface blemishes. Eisenhower's cheek should appear clean and well-defined, and the field should show original mint brilliance rather than signs of cleaning. Because counterfeit and altered coins occasionally appear on the market, purchasing certified examples from PCGS or NGC provides assurance of authenticity and grade accuracy. Collectors often have the best success locating these coins in estate sales, older collections, or through reputable coin dealers who specialize in U.S. modern dollars. To preserve its value, store the coin in a hard plastic capsule or slab, protecting it from moisture and handling. Proper care ensures that its historical charm and metallic sheen remain intact for generations to come. The appeal of the 1977 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar lies not only in its rarity, but also in its symbolic weight. It was among the final large dollars of the 20th century, a coin that carried forward the ideals of leadership, unity, and progress. It serves as a bridge between the heroic post-war era Eisenhower represented and the technological optimism reflected in the space-themed reverse design. Collectors appreciate it as a coin that tells two stories at once: the story of a great American president and the story of a nation boldly reaching for new frontiers. In the world of coin collecting, where historical meaning and artistic beauty often determine value, few modern coins carry this depth of dual symbolism. In conclusion, the 1977 United States Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark is far more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of America's final era of large, majestic dollar coins. It captures the dignity of President Eisenhower and the spirit of space-age achievement that defined the 20th century. Its rarity and high-grade condition, coupled with its enduring design and historical resonance, make it a cornerstone of modern numismatics. As interest in the Eisenhower series continues to grow, the 1977 issue is positioned to remain one of the most desirable and valuable coins in the collection of any serious enthusiast. With its combination of heritage, artistry, and rising market demand, this coin truly represents the proud legacy of American coinage, a tangible reminder of leadership, innovation, and timeless national pride.